Yad Eitine Masananishla. We want to wish you a happy 4th of July. Grandma has some flags. Look how wonderful these flags are. Look at that, blowing in the wind. We have some smoke bombs and sparklers that we can, I was going to light them and I realized that these sparklers, you're not going to be able to see them, but they're fun. And I just wanted you to know that we are celebrating our happy Independence Day. We are celebrating the United States of America's Independence Day, and I know it's not something Native Americans appreciate, but I do. And I just say, in God we trust. Look at the symbolisms of all, how wonderful. You know, they say that the blood, here's the blood, and how beautiful, of those who fought for our country. Thank you so much to all the military. As we introduce Tecumseh to you, there are predecessors. This is Navajo Grandma again, trying to finish this video. Like I said, the wind loves Grandma. The wind, he follows me everywhere. He loves ruffling my hair, and he wants to support me, and he just loves to blow me all over the place. So thank you, Mr. Wind. We know you're there. We love you. Hajoko, hajoko, hajoko. So, and excuse my squinting. It's in the afternoon on July 4th. Again, hooray, the 4th of July. And we're having a wonderful blessing to learn about the predecessor of Tecumseh. And again, this is a Shawnee war chief. Now, his name, and let me show you a picture of him before I tell you his name. Look how beautiful. Isn't he a handsome man? Look at this. This is the Shawnee war chief, Blue Jacket. Was an important defender of his tribal lands in the Northwest Indian Wars and predecessor of the famous Tecumseh. So here he is again. But now let me read about him first. And a very incredible man. Blue Jacket, or here is his name. Now remember, Grandma is not Shawnee, but we're going to try to say his name. It's way up here, Senwa. Way up here, Senwa. He, circa 1743 to 1810. He was a war chief of the Shawnee people, known for his militant defense of Shawnee lands in the Ohio country. Perhaps the preeminent American Indian leader in the Northwest Indian War, in which a pan-tribal confederacy fought several battles with the nascent United States. He was an important predecessor of the famous Shawnee leader Tecumseh. His early life, as little is known about that of Blue Jacket's early life. He first appears in written historical records in 1773. When he was already a grown man and was a war chief, in that year, a British missionary visited the Shawnee villages on the Scioto River and recorded the location of Blue Jacket's town in Deer Creek, present-day Ross County, Ohio. Blue Jacket participated in Lord Dunmore's War and the American Revolution War allied with the British, always attempting to maintain Shawnee land rights. With the British defeat in the American Revolution War, the Shawnee lost valuable assistance in defending the Ohio country. The struggle continued as white settlement in Ohio escalated, and Blue Jacket was a prominent leader of the resistance. He was present during the 1790 Harmer campaign and may have been one of the leaders who organized the defense. On November 3rd, 1791, the Army of the Confederation of Indian Tribes, led by Blue Jacket and Miami Chief Little Turtle, defeated an American expedition led by Arthur St. Clair, governor of the Northwest Territory. The engagement, known as the Battle of the Wabash, or St. Clair's defeat, was a crowning achievement of Blue Jacket's military career and the most severe defeat ever inflicted upon the United States by Native Americans. Traditional accounts of the battle tend to give most of the credit for the victory to Little Turtle. John Sugden argues that Little Turtle's prominence is primarily because of Little Turtle's self-promotion in later years. Blue Jacket's triumph was short-lived. The Americans were alarmed by St. Clair's disaster and raised a new professional army commanded by General Anthony Wayne. On August 20th, 1794, Blue Jacket's Confederate Army clashed with Wayne at the Battle of Fallen Timbers, just south of present-day Toledo, Ohio. Blue Jacket's army was defeated, and he was compelled to sign the Treaty of Greenville on August 3, 1795, ceding most of the present-day Ohio to the U.S., which Tecumseh, you will come to know, he was not happy at all. In 1805, Blue Jacket also signed the Treaty of Fort Industry, relinquishing even more of Ohio. In Blue Jacket's final years, he saw the rise to prominence of Tecumseh, who would take up the banner and make the final attempts to reclaim Shawnee lands in the Ohio country. Now, Grandma's going to get up, and again, let's look at what this is, a portrayal of what he might have looked like. And whoever posed for him was a beautiful man. Look at this. Isn't he beautiful? This is, now notice he's called Blue Jacket, and what is he wearing? The British jacket, okay? And they called him Blue Jacket. He also had a brother, and little is known about his brother, actually. Grandma did a sketch of, now this is Blue Jacket's brother. Now, I'm not Shawnee. Here's his name. Musquaw Conoca. Musquaw Conoca. He was a Shawnee Redpoll. This is his brother. They said he looked like his brother. And he himself was always explaining and reprimanding the chiefs for signing treaties, for giving away their lands. And he was, in essence, being the brother, the support for Blue Jacket. So there's a portrait made of him. It's not really him, but someone made a portrait, and I was going to use it, but because of a copyright, I didn't. But he stands there among the Shawnee, the men, the Shawnee tribe, and just reprimanding them. And I'm so impressed again and again with the Shawnee tribe. And on this day of independence, I think that happened in 1776, and we gained our independence, and the Constitution was signed. And I know people cannot stand that. They say, the Native Americans say, that is not ours. Well, hogwash, you live here, no matter whether you like it or not, you partake of it. As long as you are on this land, you are subservient to the federal government, and you are not sovereign. You still bend your knees to the CFRs. We are still subservient to the congressional federal regulations. And no matter how much you hate Congress or you hate America, you are a part of it. And without that, you would not have your food, you would not have your lands, well, what was apportioned to you, and you would not have your freedom. And look at all the Native Americans who fought in the war. And just like take blue jacket, I keep saying blue coat, look at blue jacket and red pull. And there are previous ones, and I got to make a list of all of them because they leave my mind, but they're incredible. All I know is these were war chiefs that were incredible, who did everything for the freedoms of our country. They wanted their freedom. So in retaining their lands, and to all, I wish you a happy 4th of July, and thank you so much. I miss you, I love you, and Hagona from Navajo Grandma. Hagona.